Hello aspirants, welcome to Patriot Indian. In our today's video lecture, let us discuss surrogate advertising. So the big question is, imagine seeing a famous liquor brand logo during a cricket match or anywhere else. But the advertisement claims to sell only soda, music, water, elaichi. For say, Vimal Pan Masala ad is there. Most of the times, celebrities pretend to advertise elaichi in the disguise of pan masala. So, do you think it's a genuine advertising or indirect promotion of a restricted product? Please do let us know. So, what is surrogate advertising? Surrogate advertising is an indirect marketing technique where the companies promote restricted or banned products like tobacco by advertising a non-prohibited product like mineral water or elaichi. Like I said, Vimal ad and mineral water in case of McDowell's under the exact same brand name, logo or visual layout. Advertising a restricted or prohibited product indirectly by promoting another product, service, or activity using the same brand name, logo, color, or imagery. And the real objective behind it is maintain recall and indirectly promote the restricted category. Since the restricted product cannot be directly promoted, the brands want to maintain recallability amongst us. So they, in the disguise of genuine products, they try to promote restricted products. So how does it work? For suppose there is a restricted product for say alcohol or tobacco product. Direct advertising of it is prohibited and same under the same brand identity, a permitted product or service is promoted. And mass advertising brand recall remains alive through which the brand remains alive in the minds of people. So whenever you look at the brand somewhere else, you immediately identify it, and consumer association original restricted product is mentally recalled, so it creates a goodwill or it creates a brand recognition to the company. So this is how the surrogate advertising works. Why do companies use it? Like I said, main agenda is brand recall, remain visible despite advertising restrictions. Although there are a lot of prohibitions for restricted products, the brands want to remain visible. The brands want to remain relevant to us. So that the brand name continues and market continuity. Prevent the brand from disappearing from public memory. Sports and entertainment. So market continuity. When constantly same brand is recurring in the advertisement, you look at a particular brand and you associate with something else, and immediately when you see the same brand and you try to recall it, and in such way the brand doesn't disappear from the market or from the public memory. And sports and entertainment reach. Through sports and entertainment reach, it has large audience, so the companies can target huge masses. And extension brand extensions, sometimes genuine, sometimes used as a regulatory loophole. So this is why companies use it. Implications of surrogate advertising. So what are the major implications? One is public health implication. It undermines policy goals such as banning direct advertising aims to reduce addiction and non-communicable diseases. Surrogate ads neutralize these measures. Okay, so direct advertising is prohibited so that the government aims to reduce the addiction and also the non-communicable diseases. But surrogate ads, what do they do? They tend to neutralize these measures. And targeting youth. Ads use sports sponsorships and lifestyle branding to glamorize harmful habits for impressionable demographics. Okay, especially you, they want to look cool. So sometimes in the disguise under the influence of these ads, they just want to look cool, and that is how they tend to develop the habit. So this is also there. And economic and consumer implications. Deceptive practices. It violates the consumer right to be informed and manipulates choices via unfair trade practices. So this surrogate ads in general, they act as a deceptive practice. That is, like, the consumers have a right to be informed, but surrogate ads manipulate the choice by unfair trade practices, and also corporate loopholes. Firms exploit legal gray areas, prioritizing short-term commercial profitability over public welfare. And the next implication is celebrity dilemma. High-profile endorsements normalize harmful brands, creating ethical conflicts for public figures. So we see sometimes huge actors, I mean big actors, movie actors, advertising for say Elaichi. I don't want to call out the names. So you so these high profile endorsements normalize harmful brands. So these are the few implications of surrogate advertising. And what are the frameworks do we have? Legal frameworks. Cable Television Networks Rule of 1994 prohibits direct or indirect advertisement of cigarettes, tobacco products, wine, alcohol, liquor, and other intoxicants on cable television. Genuine brand extensions may be permitted subject to prescribed conditions. And one more is COTPA, Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Act, prohibits advertisement and promotion of cigarettes and other tobacco products. The Central Consumer Protection Authority explicitly prohibits surrogate ads with penalties up to 10 lakh for a first offence and 50 lakh rupees for subsequent violations, plus endorsement bans for celebrities. So these are the legal frameworks. What is the role of ASCI, that is Advertising Standards Council of India? It is a self-regulatory advertising body, not a substitute for law. Its brand extension guidelines examine whether the unrestricted product service is genuinely established. If it fails the qualification criteria, it may be treated as a surrogate created to advertise a restricted category. Okay. And these are few policy contexts. In 2022, the Department of Consumer Affairs directed advertising and media bodies to ensure strict compliance with guidelines against misleading and surrogate advertisements. In 2024 February, government and ASCI held a stakeholder consultation specifically on brand extension versus surrogate advertisements. Where is the line? In March 2026, the government again stated that broadcasters had been advised to refrain from advertisements of surrogate products. It is a policy issue because one is the risks are public health, that is indirect normalization of tobacco and alcohol brands, and consumer protection. Advertisements may conceal their real promotional purpose. And regulatory response, impact on youth. Sports persons, celebrities, and digital media can amplify brand recall. Rule of law. Restrictions can be undermined through indirect communication. And major challenges. One is digital challenge. Advertising is no longer limited to television. These days, we do not only advertise on television, there are other means of advertisement, that is social media. Social media, influencers, streaming platforms, sports sponsorships, and disguised promotions can blur the line between content and advertising. Regulation must therefore be technologically neutral and focus on the substance, not merely the medium of the promotion. Ethical dilemma. Corporate freedom and legitimate brand extension versus public health and consumer protection. This is one dilemma, and the next dilemma is freedom of commercial communication versus protection of vulnerable audiences. Innovation in branding versus regulatory evasion. So, challenges and regulation. What are the challenges? Proving the advertiser's real intent, that is a challenge. Distinguishing a genuine extension from a facade. Cross-platform enforcement, different forms of branding, sponsorship, and influencer promotion. Need for coordination among regulators, platforms, broadcasters, and self-regulatory bodies. These are the challenges. Way forward. What should be the solution? Clearer and uniform criteria for genuine brand extensions. Substance over form approach. Examine market reality, not only the advertisement's wording. Stronger monitoring of digital and influencer advertising. Faster compliant redressal and coordinated enforcement. Greater transparency in sponsorship and paid promotion. Public awareness, especially among young consumers. So here's a UPSC mains question that we have given. So please try to answer this. Surrogate advertising represents the challenge of regulating commercial communication in an era of complex branding and digital media. Discuss. So please do attempt this question and do let us know in the comment section how did you like the session. Thank you for watching us.